Good morning, guys. Back here at Diversified Acres, out trying to track down my 800-pound hog that escaped about 3 days ago. I've looked all over for him. The first night when he got out, he stayed right close to the sows, just outside of the pen, and he hung out there until I guess sometime in the morning, maybe daybreak. He made his break. Pigs can't see very well in the dark, and he didn't take any chances going very far. But I guess as soon as daylight broke, he hit the road, and he's got at least 2 days head start on me. So we're out here now searching. I've got a area down here in the woods that I got to check, and then I'm going to check on the other side of this field over here. I wouldn't think he would go very far. I may be wrong. There's a lot of ears of corn that are still left laying here from the harvest. They just harvested this recently, and there is a great deal of corn that was knocked down by the deer and by the combine. So I found some that up closer to the pen where it looks like he might have found an ear and tore it apart and dug into it. We're going to run down here in this woods, check down here and see if we can find him. Maybe he's gone down closer to water or something like that. Found a place to hide out. We'll keep you posted though. Well, I've hiked about 3 miles diameter, or 3 miles around the perimeter of my place. Made it back over to my driveway, and this is some of the stuff I've been going through. A lot of vines and briars, blackberries, great deal of vines. Pretty tough going. Just going slow. I've tracked deer. I've tracked pigs before. I've tracked deer. I've stalked deer. I've tracked human. I've tracked dogs, coyotes, domestic dogs and feral dogs. So I've got some tracking skill, and a hog is not that hard to track. They when they're traveling, especially a domestic hog, they don't go very far without stopping and eating. They forage along the way of wherever they're actually going to. So they tear up the leaves, they tear up the weeds, they root things up. So I'm not seeing any of that. I'm not seeing no signs other than the one area that he rooted up outside the fence behind the sows, and he got into a little patch of dead Johnson grass, and he looked like he rooted up the roots, maybe ate those. But as you can see, there's quite a bit of ground still to cover. I don't know how far away he would go. You know, he might. There's one side over here, another farm, the neighbor's property. He's got a couple hundred acres over there. It drops down to a little creek bottom, and then the creek follows down there. It's a real shallow creek. Well, the areas that I've searched already, there's not a great deal of water. There's a couple ponds and no springs, no creeks or anything like that. So to get water, he would have to... As I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted with a battery failure. For water, he doesn't have a great deal of resources there, so most likely he went down. I mean, there's a couple ponds over there, and that would be his only resource. I walked around each one of those ponds, and I didn't find any sign that he had been in there. Deer and the horses over there had been in the water, but that was it. So I don't think he's over in that area. Like I said, I just run about 3 miles, and it's not even a full diameter, but 3 miles across the two other farms that are adjacent to me. So the rest of this, as you've seen in the clip a while ago, it's open field. You know, it's wide open. So he's not out in that. He could have crossed that, went to the other side, and joined up with some woods over there, but I'm going to go check the very back property that's adjacent to me, that attaches to me, and see if I pick up any signs of them down there. I'll keep you posted. Still no sign. I've covered about another 3 miles, I guess. And it's funny how when you're looking for something, your mind picks out, for instance, this is a white hog, but he's kind of got a red tint to him. So I don't know if you can see this or not. But from a distance, that looks like him. From a distance, well, I don't see it now. There's a white cow over here on the adjacent farm. Yeah, it looks like him too. Just saw a big limestone boulder sitting up on this ridge here. Why, gosh dang, it's not a limestone boulder at all. That's my pig. Huh. Let's see if we can get up there and find him, or talk to him, interview him, see what he's been up to. Be right back with you. Well, this is Papa Bear. What are you doing? Come on. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Well, that was about 6 hours today. Looking for him, and he decided to come over to the last place that I was looking and have some acorns. I guess he's running around here, and I see he's tore these leaves up back here, and just been running around eating these acorns. As you can see, he's got that red tint to him. That's not dirt. That's red hair. What are you doing, boy? Let's get up. Let's go home. Come on. Let's get up and go home. That's not home. Well, as you've seen a while ago, we were able to go out and spend about 6 hours this morning, 5.5 hours this morning, looking for our 800 pound, 750 pound hog, boar hog, Papa Bear, and we found him. Thought he was a rock. He blended in very well, but got him home, walked him home. Battery went dead on my camera, so I didn't get to get the rest of the footage getting him in. But we got him home. We got him in his pen, and I had fixed the area where he previously had gotten out, and put him up, fed and watered him, left, or went back in the house. Come out to check on everything, and this is what I found. He's out again. He's over here laying in these weeds behind the sows. And I'm not real happy with him right now. Because if you do know anything about pigs, you know that once they start getting out, it is hell to keep them in. And I got a pretty good idea, as big as he is, and as long as we've got away with just having them in this, generic 4-foot tall woven wire fence, no electric around it. It used to be stretched tight. He stretched it out a lot. I don't think we can get it stretched back into condition. So now it's kind of repair, drive new post in, and run some bob wire around the bottom of it. We're trying to stay away from the hot wires up here in this area anyway, because it's so far away from the house, and you just don't want to go that route. So anyway, I guess we're going to be doing some fencing repairs, which is, as a homesteader, kind of the story of your life. It's always something, every single day, every few minutes, every time you turn around, it's something else. And today, it's our 750-pound pig. We're going to see if we can get him back in now. Did I mention it's also very difficult to herd a pig? You just about have to be able to lead a pig. And you can't lead him on a rope, that's for sure. He knows where he's going. He knows how to get back in. Whether he'll do it or not, looks like he's going to eat the wife's decorations, which is not going to be good. Get out of there, boy. Well, there he is. He's back in the original old pen. It's just cattle panels nailed to 6-inch diameter treated post. He can get out of it if he really wants to. But once he does, then he's got this second barrier that he's got. And holding him in there will give me a few minutes. Once a hog learns a way out of a situation, and he thinks, well, he's just like a teenager. Once he learns the way out of something, or how to go about getting something, that's what he's going to do. Once he learns the way out, he's always going to be able to find a way out. They're really hard to keep in once they've gotten out a couple times. Electric works, but like I said, we had electric up here years ago, and we didn't really want to put electric back up here. A lot of maintenance involved in it. The situation I'm in, I haven't been able to really perform the maintenance, and the wire has grown up so thick out there with briars and Johnson grass all the way around it that it's shorted out every 2 foot. So kind of restricted. We're just making do with what we got right now until we can get a little better health. Anyway, that's it for the Magic Hog the magician hog, or whatever the hell you want to call them. If anybody wants a good boar hog, he's never gotten out before, hit me up. He could be sold real cheap. He is a good hog though. He's bred 4 of my sows. I've only got 2 now, but he's bred 4 of them. And we always had, 7 is a minimum that we've ever got. And that was just this time. Prior to this, we were getting 12 and 14. And I don't know if it's him or if it's the sows, but all of the sows that we've ever had, we've gotten, 10 was the norm. 13 and 14 was the high. And for whatever reason this year we got 7. So anyway, another video coming your way. Not sure what it's going to be yet. It's just going to be another day. See what it holds. Give us a like if you haven't already. Subscribe, and we'll keep you posted. Thanks for watching.